Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for being here at the Young Global Academy of the Bled Water Forum. It's a real pleasure to join you this afternoon and to talk about something that connects us all, water. Not just any water. We will talk about drinking water, what makes it safe, why it's so important for our health and environment, and how each of us can help protect this precious resource. First, congratulations to all of you. By being part of this academy, you are already on a journey to become what we like to call water connoisseur. People who truly understand and appreciate water in all its dimensions. My name is Darja Hojnik. I'm a chemical engineer and I have been working at the National Laboratory for Health, Environment and Food for the last 13 years. Till this year, I was the head of the drinking and bathing water department. And in this job, we work every day to ensure that water we drink and water we swim in is safe. Today, I would like to take next few minutes to introduce you the topic water quality, national laboratory, and where the world's best water come from. We will also say a few words about public infrastructure. I apologize that my English is not so good as the previous one. So please, if you have any questions, send it to me. In my presentation, you will see my email address. Just send me an email and I will answer you. I hope you enjoy the lecture and that I will be able to introduce you the field of drinking water with this presentation. When we start the topic called water quality, national laboratory, and where the world's best water come from. We will also talk about public infrastructure. Here you have my email address. Just write me an email if you have any further question. Now, let's start with the obvious. Water is life. Around 60 to 75% of the human body is water. For baby, this level is even higher, about 80%, and it goes down to 55% as we get older. Our body makes very little water by itself, so it's important to get enough water into our body through food and drink every day. We get about 20 to 30% of necessary water with food, and the rest of the water we get by drinking. Water does many jobs in our body. It carries nutrition and oxygen, help control body temperature, remove waste, lubricate our joints, and keep our brain and cells working. A healthy adult needs about 2 to 3 liters of water each day, depending on activity, weather, environment, and diet. Even a little dehydration, just 2% of body weight, can make us tired, affect mood, and reduce concentration. Due to the important role of water in our body, it's important that the water we consume is safe and healthy. And remember, clean, safety water is a human right, even written in the Constitution of Slovenia. What makes drinking water safe? So, what exactly is safe drinking water? It's water without harmful microorganisms and toxic chemicals, but with good minerals like calcium and magnesium, which are good for our health and also for taste. If we drink water that is too pure, with no minerals, it can actually be bad for us. It can cause mineral imbalance and make the water more corrosive to metal pipes. That's why it is important to keep the right mineral balance in drinking water. At National Laboratory for Health, Environment and Food, our experts test more than 28,000 different drinking water samples every year. We test water from public system, bottled water, and natural spring. All these tests are part of a national monitoring program to make sure water from the tap and bottled meet all safety standards. When we open the tap and see clean water come out, that looks simple. But behind that, there is a big system of science, engineering, and care. Let me tell you a little bit more about National Laboratory for Health, Environment, and Food. The National Laboratory for Health, Environment, and Food is Slovenia's central public health laboratory. It was created in 2014 by joining several regional institutes to bring together experts in chemistry, microbiology, environmental science, and public health. Today, we have 10 locations across Slovenia in Maribor, Ljubljana, Brežice, Celje, Kranj, Koper, Nova Gorica, Novo Mesto, Murska Sobota, and Slovenska Bistrica. We employ more than 750 professionals, chemists, microbiologists, engineers, and public health experts. The laboratory is headquartered in Maribor, and here you have a picture of our location in Maribor. At National Laboratory, we do many different things. We test drinking and bottling water, we check air pollution, we measure noise and odors, we test soil, waste, and groundwater, we control medicine and customer products, we even provide disinfection and deratization. So, as you can see, our work touches many parts of daily life, from the air we breathe to the water we drink. So here on this picture, you have all areas we work on. And you see, we do a lot of different things in our laboratory. Now, when we focus just on National Laboratory and drinking water, the safety of drinking water in Slovenia is protected by a law called Uredba o pitni vodi. Uredba based on the EU Drinking Water Directive. The Drinking Water Directive was adopted in 2020. These regulations say what drinking water must meet to protect people's health. It also explains who is responsible for monitoring and what to do if problems appear. There are three main types of parameters in water testing. We have microbiological parameters. These parameters showing contamination with microorganisms as indicator of fecal contamination. Parameters are E. coli and Enterococci. Then we have chemical parameters. They indicate the chemical state of the water, showing metals, organic and inorganic pollutions, nitrates, pesticides, pharmaceuticals, and also the level of minerals. The third group are indicative parameters. These parameters do not in themselves pose a risk to health of user, but tell us if something unusual is happening in the water. National Laboratory for Health, Environment and Food work closely with ministries, municipalities and water suppliers to make sure every drop of water in Slovenia is safe to drink. Altogether, we do over 200 different analyses in drinking water, chemical, biological, and sensory, to create a complete picture of water quality. In the context of monitoring the quality of drinking water, recently has been increasing emphasis on the new pollution, such as endocrine disruptor, also microplastic and perfluorinated compounds. All these parameters are found in water more and more frequently, and they appear in water because of modern lifestyle, industry, and chemicals that were not monitored in the past, or were not present at all. For these parameters, it's interesting that they are often not completely removed by treatment plans. Their health effect has not been fully investigated. They are detected in very low concentration, so they can only be detected through technological process. These new pollutants are microplastic, pharmaceutical residue like antibiotics, analgesic, hormones, antidepressive, and so on, hormone disruptor. We also find different pesticides and herbicides. And what we see in the water often or nanoparticles, and we still don't have the real measurement technique to find this nanoparticle. Here you have a picture of pesticides, and then the picture of microplastic, and here you have a different source of per and polyfluoroalkyl substances. In Slovenia, the drinking water quality is monitored or controlled in three main ways. The first one is internal monitoring. This one is done by the water supply operators. They test the water often to check if it is safety and healthy. Each year, national laboratory tests more than 24,000 different drinking water samples for internal control. And samples are taken from water sources within distribution system and at user step. The second one is external monitoring, also called national monitoring. This monitoring is done by a national laboratory, and it's financed by the Ministry of Health. We test water quality in over 960 supply areas, and we take around 3,500 samples every year. State monitoring is carried out in areas that supply at least 50 users or where there is a public facility in the supply area. The third group is inspection control. This one is done by the Health Inspectorate of Slovenia. We test water at the user step. Usually we take 40 to 60 samples per year. If we find any problem, corrective action follow quickly. The results are good news. More than 90% of sample meet EU and national standards, and in recent year, this percent is even higher. That means that almost anywhere in Slovenia, you can safely drink water from the tap. In Slovenia, around 92% of people get water from the public water supply system, and around 8% get water from their own sources. So still a lot of people get drinking water from their own sources. Sometimes when we can drink water from the tap, we can drink bottled water. But given the high quality of drinking water in Slovenia, it is recommended to drink tap water. In certain cases, when we cannot access tap water, we drink bottled water. In Slovenia, bottled water is divided into three types. We have natural mineral water. This water comes from protected underground source, rich with minerals. And this water must have a stable chemical picture. Deviation is max deviation is around 20%. For natural mineral water, we need the recognition by the competent authority in the country. So the natural mineral mineral water may be distinguished from ordinary drinking water by their purity at source and their constant level of minerals. And the next group is spring water. Spring water are similar to natural mineral water, but they don't need official recognition. And the third group are table water. These are prepared from drinking water or mineral water, and we can add some substances in this water, like minerals or gas. At this moment or currently, we have around 2,000 different natural mineral water registered and recognized in EU. In Slovenia, we have around 13 approved natural mineral water, 10 are from Slovenia and 3 are imported. If you want to see the list of all 2,000 and more natural mineral water in EU, you can click this link and you will find the whole list. And between them are also 13 approved natural mineral waters from Slovenia. There are big differences between natural mineral water of the content of dissolved minerals. On the list in Slovenia, we have Kaplja, which has a mineral content around 360. And on the other hand, we have Donat, which have a total of dissolved minerals over 12,000. That makes it one of the truly unique natural mineral water in the world. Donut water is said to have been formed for over 7,000 years and therefore has a truly unique composition. So in this picture, you can see the differences between dissolved minerals and different natural mineral water from Slovenia. Taste and other water. People often say that water has no taste or smell, but that is not true. Water has a personality. Its taste depends on minerals, pH, and source. Some water tastes soft, other crispy, salty, or earthy. When we taste different waters, just like wine, we look at appearance. Is it clear, bubbles, no bubbles? We also look turbidity. By smell, maybe smell can be metallic, earthy, mineral, or chlorine. The taste of water can be sweet, sour, bitter, or a little bit salty. And in the end, it's very important also mouthfeel. This can be soft, hard, fresh, or sparkling. In restaurants, water testing is becoming popular, pairing special waters with certain dishes or wines. And yes, being a water connoisseur can be both scientific and sensory. Now, all the time we talk about different minerals, their impact on taste and health. And now when we focus on mineral and taste, the mineral in water make a big difference. Calcium can give a full, pleasant taste, but too much can taste bitter. Magnesium can taste slightly bitter or metallic. Sodium give a light, salty taste. A bit makes water soft, but too much makes it salty. Bicarbonate makes water taste smooth and fresh. Sulfate can taste bitter or metallic. And iron and manganese, that can make water taste earthy or rusty. Hard water or water with more calcium and magnesium, and this water tastes stronger and fuller. On the other hand, we have soft water with more sodium, and this water feels smoother. It's very important how different minerals have big impact on taste, but minerals also have impact on health. Epidemiological studies have shown that the incidence of certain diseases is lower in area with higher mineral content in drinking water. Calcium and magnesium reduce the risk of heart diseases and osteoporosis, and probably also for certain form of cancer and diabetes. Sodium bicarbonate helps balance acid in the body. Sulfate with magnesium can help digestion, but too much can also cause diarrhea. Fluoride protects teeth and small amount, but too much can cause white spot or bone problems. So the right amount of minerals make water both healthy and tasty. Infrastructure. The infrastructure for providing safe drinking water is a really huge system. It's not just water supply, but the entire set of facilities, devices, processes, control, and management, and include water sources. This can be groundwater, surface water, or natural spring. Then we have water treatment technology, different filtration, disinfection, removal of turbidity, microorganisms, metals, and we also use advanced technologies to get water from source to tap of consumers. Sometimes we need different pumping system and also in our distribution system. To reach good quality of the water, is necessary to do monitoring. So we need a monitoring system and different laboratories. Very important is also management, legislation, and how to communicate with the public. All these are very important thing by reassuring safe drinking water. We have to know that behind every glass, we have an enormous system of treatment plans, monitoring system, and responsibility. And each person can help by protecting sources and using water wisely. Also, climate change brings new challenges. We have a lot of rain, sometimes we don't have enough water. So a lot of different things are important by ensuring safety drink water. In Slovenia, a lot of water comes from underground sources, which are naturally protected. So that's also the reason why we have so high percent of good, safety, healthy water, drinking water samples. But when we look globally, the picture is not so good. Countries like Switzerland, Iceland, Norway, and other are famous for clean water. They protect nature, they have strong laws, and they raise public awareness. Also in Slovenia, we are doing very well because, as I said, more than 90% of samples meet EU standards. And globally, the picture is not so good because more than 4 billion people still don't have safe drinking water at home. And that's a half of the world population. This shows us how lucky we are and how important it is to protect what we have. And now the question, where do the best water come from? Unfortunately, there is no definition of the best water. It's difficult to call any water the best since the definition of the best is not defined in official legislation. Very good or safe and healthy are all waters that meet the strict criteria set out in the legislation. Which water to choose to drink is a matter of personal choice. It is only important to be aware that if we drink more mineral water, mineral rich water, we should change between different type of mineral water so that the mineral balance in the body is not disrupted. And how we all can make a difference. So what can we do? We can do 4 things. We can learn, we can understand where our water comes from and how it's treated. Second one, share. That means talk about it with your friend, in your school, in your community. Shape, join water project, research, or different innovation. Protect, use water carefully, reduce waste, and avoid pollution. Even small action matter. Every drop of water count. And now we are at the end. Thank you, everyone, for being here and to be a part of this academy. Water is more than just a resource. It shows who we are, our knowledge, our care, and our responsibility. The safety of the water reflects the strength of our society. So let's not take it for granted. Let's keep learning, sharing, and protecting it together. Thank you very much for your attention, and I look forward for any further question.